This year's winter fuel payments are once again making headlines across the UK, and if you're a pensioner or care for someone who is, you'll want to listen carefully. The government's winter fuel payment is a tax-free lump sum paid to eligible pensioners to help cover rising heating bills during the colder months. It's one of the most important forms of support available to older people, especially as the cost of living continues to rise. The winter fuel payment is designed to help pensioners keep their homes warm without worrying about the extra costs that come with winter energy use. Most people who qualify will receive the payment automatically, usually between November and January, directly into their bank account. You don't normally need to apply, and if you do get a letter about it, it's worth checking it carefully because scammers have been targeting pensioners by pretending to be from the Department for Work and Pensions. The government will never ask you to confirm your bank details by text message, phone call, or email. So, who actually gets the winter fuel payment? It mainly goes to people who reach state pension age by the qualifying week in September. You also need to live in the UK during that time, although some exceptions apply if you live abroad but have a strong UK connection. The amount you get depends on your age and your circumstances. Generally, those aged between state pension age and 79 get between £100 and £300. If you're 80 or older, you could receive between £150 and £600. The payment is tax-free and won't affect your other benefits. There have been some important changes to eligibility in recent years. Previously, the winter fuel payment was available to almost all pensioners, regardless of income. However, under new government policy, it's now more targeted. In some cases, only pensioners receiving certain means-tested benefits, like pension credit, have been automatically eligible. That left many people wondering if they'd lost their entitlement. But in 2025, the policy is shifting again. Pensioners with annual incomes below about £35,000 will once again be eligible automatically. Those earning above that threshold may still receive the payment, but it could be reclaimed through the tax system, meaning you might not keep the full amount. This change is meant to balance financial support with fairness, ensuring that help goes to those who need it most. But for many older people, especially those just above the income threshold, it's creating uncertainty. Some may see the payment arrive in their account, but then find part of it deducted through taxes later on. It's a complex system, and it's worth double-checking your situation through official channels or speaking to a trusted advisor if you're unsure. The government has also reminded people that they do not need to reapply each year if they already received the winter fuel payment. However, if you recently reached pension age or stopped receiving another benefit that triggered automatic payments, you may need to claim it yourself. You can do this by contacting the Winter Fuel Payment Center or visiting the official gov.uk website. Always make sure you're on the real government website before submitting any personal information. One thing that's becoming more of a problem is fraud. Reports show that winter fuel payment scams have increased sharply in recent years. Criminals often send fake messages claiming you must update your details or apply again to receive the payment. They'll try to get your bank details or personal information. The Department for Work and Pensions stresses that genuine payments are made automatically and that they never ask for sensitive details this way. If you receive a suspicious message, you should delete it and report it. Let's talk about why the winter fuel payment is so important. Energy prices have risen sharply in the past few years, and many households, particularly older ones, have struggled to heat their homes. For pensioners living on a fixed income, these payments can make a real difference. They help reduce the risk of fuel poverty and prevent people from having to choose between heating and eating during the winter months. The payment also supports public health by helping to reduce cold-related illnesses among vulnerable groups. If you're not sure whether you qualify for the winter fuel payment, there are a few key things to check. First, your age and residency status during the qualifying week in September. Second, whether you receive any income-related benefits, such as pension credit, income support, or universal credit. And third, your total income, as the new £35,000 limit will apply from 2025. You should also be aware that if you live with someone else who qualifies, your payment amount may be adjusted since only one payment is made per household in most cases. So to sum it up, the winter fuel payment is a vital source of support for pensioners across the UK. It's automatic for most people, But it's always a good idea to check your eligibility and watch out for scams. The key dates, payment amounts, and rules can change slightly each year, so staying informed can help you avoid missing out. The goal of this scheme is simple: to help older people stay warm, safe, and healthy throughout the winter. If you or someone you know could benefit from the winter fuel payment, make sure they're aware of the current rules and how to verify official communication. You can visit the government website at gov.uk and search winter fuel payment for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Keeping warm this winter shouldn't be a luxury, and for millions of pensioners, this support remains a lifeline.